Alright, ladies and gents, what's up? So in this video, what I want to talk to you about is whether or not the Cleveland Browns will actually be good in 2019. I don't know about you guys, but for the AFC North this year, it would be actually pretty sick if the Cleveland Browns were to win, simply because, you got to feel bad for the Browns. I mean, they've been so bad ever since they moved back to Cleveland, because, they only had, I think 2 good seasons ever since they came back to Cleveland, back in 1999, that, man, they deserve to have success, because, I mean, going into this NFL offseason and going into this 2019 NFL season, in my opinion, the Cleveland Browns, without a doubt, had possibly the best offseason, simply because they got Odell Beckham Jr., they got Olivier Vernon, they got Kareem Hunt as well, who's serving an 8-game suspension. So with those guys on the team, those guys could easily turn the Cleveland Browns into a football powerhouse, Now, the thing is that Baker Mayfield, I think this is going to be an even better year for him compared to this previous season, because, Baker Mayfield, he broke Russell Wilson's and Peyton Manning's rookie touchdown passing record. So it goes to show that Baker Mayfield, without a doubt, he's the future quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. And I personally think that there is a big chance this year that the Cleveland Browns will be a good team. Here's why. Going to that 2019 NFL season, the Cleveland Browns, without a doubt, have one of the most talented rosters in the NFL. They look like a dream team, with Baker Mayfield, with Kareem Hunt as the running back when he comes back from his 8-game suspension, with OBJ, Jarvis Landry on the same team, with Olivier Vernon and Myles Garrett on the defensive side of the ball. And their secondary looks pretty stacked with Greedy Williams. And the Cleveland Browns this year could, without a doubt, take the NFL by force. And without a doubt, I think they are going to win at least 11 games, 11 or 10 games, the roster like that. If the Cleveland Browns don't win at least 10 or 11 games this year with a roster like that, then I will be absolutely speechless, because the Browns will have one of the best running back tandems with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. It just goes to show that the Cleveland Browns, those guys are serious about winning. Those guys really want to go back to the playoffs and be the Cleveland Browns like how they were back in the 1980s, because prior to moving to Baltimore, where they would become the Baltimore Ravens, where they would come back to Cleveland in 99, the Cleveland Browns in the 1980s and the 1990s, I think, were one of the best teams in NFL history. They were one of the most underrated teams in the AFC, despite them, I think it was I don't know about the 90s too much, but about in the 1980s, the Cleveland Browns, without a doubt, were one of the most talented teams in NFL history, with Brian Sipe as quarterback, with Ernest Biner as running back, if you guys know. Those guys, despite them having great, successful regular seasons, they would always fall short in the playoffs, unfortunately. And I think because of that, that's the reason why they moved to Baltimore in 1995. I think that was the year that Cleveland Browns moved to Baltimore. And yeah, man, I mean, ever since then, the Browns have just not been the same team ever since they moved back to the NFL in 99, but that could change this season with Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry. Both were LSU teammates. Seriously, the Browns look like a dangerous team this season. Like, no joke. The Cleveland Browns, I think, are actually going to be good in 2019. Whether you think so or not, I think that there is at least a 99% chance that the Browns will be good this season, because there is no way in hell that you can do bad with a stacked roster like that. They, without a doubt, in my opinion, have possibly the most talented team in the NFL, in the AFC, and I think they're going to be a very good competitor and challenger. They might be a great challenger for my Patriots in the AFC, so without a doubt, the biggest team in the AFC that kind of, that might give my Patriots some trouble is the Cleveland Browns. That's just my personal opinion, just because, for many years, the Browns were just a laughingstock, and now the Browns, they can actually be taken seriously. Now, this is a dead serious video that I'm making here. And let me know, do you guys think that the Cleveland Browns are going to be good in 2019 or no? Now, obviously, you have to go through training camp and in the NFL preseason, but hey, the Cleveland Browns look super exciting for this upcoming season, and they could, without a doubt, be a top competitor in the AFC. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought about this video, and what do you think? Will the Cleveland Browns win the AFC North, or do you guys think that somebody else will? Anyways, have a good one, y'all, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.